Hi, we're Comsoc and this is Give It a Go. I'm Maggie and today with my co-host Tom, we're going to guide you through how to choose a laptop for uni. Here are some things to keep in mind when buying a laptop. Price. How much are you willing to spend on this? Size and weight. If you're carrying it around campus, make sure not to get something too heavy. Speed. Are you a physics student running code on your laptop, or are you an English student just reading PDFs? Versatility. Do you need a flip-out screen, a pen input, or just a regular old laptop? Battery life. Do you need it to last a full day of lectures, or are all your classes mostly online this year? And screen resolution. Are you a film or art student who needs to see full detail, or are you just wanting any old screen? Gaming capabilities. Do you want the latest generation gaming in your free time, or is this just something for work?
Price is arguably the most important factor to consider. There are three main categories to consider when choosing: either a budget range from £250 to £500, which have a lower power and speed and build quality, and thus a lower active life. They won't last you quite as long. If you are going with budget, you might want to try and get a second-hand, higher-end model. Mid-range, from £500 to £800, there are some really good options here, but you're unlikely to be able to do much gaming. Higher-end models, from £800 to £1,000, will have dedicated graphics. That means you can use a GPU to game with or to do video editing. Usually there's really good performance, but they might skimp a bit on the quality of build materials. Premium, from £1,000 up, you're unlikely to go into this area, but if you do need to, you'll start to see nicher and nicer features, such as 4K or discrete GPUs, tailored towards the experience of professionals. Another important consideration is your operating system. This is what runs on your computer, and it's always a good idea to ask your tutor if there are any specific operating systems that you need for your course. Windows is the most common operating system, and almost all software will run on these laptops. Chrome OS is another fantastic alternative if you're just using your laptop to browse the internet and to take notes, as it uses Google software such as Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Chrome. macOS is another popular alternative to Windows, but you can only use it on Apple devices. It's compatible with almost all the same software as Windows, and art students may find macOS better for some software.
Memory and storage. Memory is the space your laptop has to store information for programs you're running, like your Google Chrome tabs. 8 GB is a good starting point. Storage is used to store your files, software, and operating systems. If you're working with large files, such as video and audio files, you would need more space than just PDFs and Word documents. 128 GB is a recommended minimum. Screen resolution. With screen resolution, the higher quality your display is, the more battery it will use. 1080p is the standard, but 1440p and 4K offer far higher detail.
Many laptops will offer a 2-in-1 design rather than the basic clamshell design. This means you can flip the display around and use it as a tablet. Some laptops also offer stylus support. With these, you can take handwritten notes directly on your laptop using software such as OneNote. If you're going to be doing any gaming or video editing on your laptop, you may want to consider the graphics card you're getting. Most laptops will have a built-in integrated graphics card, which will work well for most people. Another factor to consider, which is often overlooked, is the keyboard. Make sure that you get a keyboard you are familiar with, as this can really slow down your typing experience.
HP Chromebook 14, starting at £240 with a 14-inch screen and 16 to 64 GB of storage. With a very clear screen and a good price, however a slightly worse battery than other options.
The Microsoft Surface Go 2, starting at £400 with a 10.5-inch screen and 64GB or 128GB options. It has a slightly weaker performance than other models, but is highly versatile and lightweight.
Avita Liber 14, starting at £500 with a 14-inch screen and 128 to 512 GB of storage. It is light, very usable, and reasonably priced, with incredibly stylish variants. It is light, very usable, and also reasonably priced. There are variations of this look to choose from.
The Google Pixelbook Go starting at £630 with a 13.3-inch screen and 64 or 256GB options. You can use all the Google apps with this, but it's limited in terms of the other apps you can run. It has a great battery life and a great webcam for using Google Meet or Teams.
Dell Inspiron 13, starting at £750 with a 13.3-inch screen and 512GB to 1TB of storage. There's a solid performance with the ability to fold and be very fast. Materials use a quite premium feeling with a 4K screen. The speakers are not amazing, however it is reasonably priced.
The ASUS Zenbook 14, starting at £800 with a 14-inch screen and 256GB to 1TB of storage. It's a very premium design and doesn't get that much more expensive. It's lightweight, very good for walking around campus with, and has lots of plugs to plug everything in with.
The Acer Spin 5, starting at £1,000 with a 13.5-inch screen and 256 to 512GB storage with SSD. It's very good for displaying, has a very good display for note-taking and is foldable, with a stylus which adds to its strength for a solid note-taking laptop.
The MacBook Pro 2020 version runs macOS and starts at £1,300 with a 13-inch screen and a 256GB storage. Its new and powerful Intel processors and improved RAM speeds mean it has much better performance. It runs macOS, so if that's what you want or need, you don't have a whole lot of options.
The Acer Zenbook Duo, starting at £1,500 with a 14-inch screen and 512GB. There's a second screen on the keyboard, which is quite nice for taking notes or even just having a second screen there.
The Dell XPS 15, which starts at £1,300 up to £2,000 with a 15.6-inch screen and a 256GB to 2TB storage. It's a great powerhouse in general, with a very comfortable keyboard, a very good screen, but it is quite expensive. When choosing where to get your laptop from, there are some great stores you can go to, such as Curry's PC World, Laptops Direct, or Newegg, or you can purchase direct from the manufacturer.
Thanks for watching, we hope this helped. And if you're interested in these things, why not join ComSoc?